Hello, class. This is Dr. Randy Butler. I welcome you to the QSO 640 Project Management. This is week one. I'd like to give you a little overview of what's required this week. First of all, in the Getting Started tab, everyone needs to go introduce themselves. Tell me a little bit about your previous experience in project management, if you've managed any projects or if you've been on a project management team, or anything you'd like to share about yourself is fine with me. Uh, week one, we have assignment 1-1, which is a discussion of the selection of project managers, team members, and stakeholders. The initial post is due on Thursday by midnight in your time zone, and the engagement posts are due Sunday night by midnight in your time zone. The key information on the process for this discussion will be located in this video. So every week I will be doing instructional videos that will be available to you on Sunday night or first thing on Monday morning for you to get a little information about what's required in the assignment. And the reason I do that primarily is because I've been teaching this class for 2 years, and I continually try to find ways to improve the communication between myself and also the students, and let them know some of the things in the class that are a little bit different in respect to how other classes are done. And so this will be a great opportunity for you every week to get to review the video and help you understand what the assignment requires. I'm going to stop here and switch over to the class site and walk through assignment 1-1. Okay, I've brought up the screen for the our first week, which is the welcome message that I put out earlier. I want to go to the week one module. Let's go to the learning modules, and then let's go down to the module one, and let's talk a little bit about these modules here. In the module, you'll have this interactive learning material, which is your Mind Edge material. You can open that up, and you'll have your in full Mind Edge. Just a little bit of tip here while we're here. We'll go to the next page. Okay. There is the ability to download these modules in a PDF form. So if you haven't found that, you can use that. You have to be real careful. There's several places where content is not shown in these PDFs. So you might want to do a quick walkthrough. But this does have the main content for each one of the learning modules. Let's go back now to the learning module 1. Here's the discussion. Let's bring up the discussion rubric. And one thing that I want to point out here is that in the discussion rubric, this is how I grade. I grade strictly by the rubric. So these are the areas that you need to focus on in being able to deliver the right information associated with the requirements of the assignment. One thing is the examples is always something that is asked for in developing the initial post. Also, with the engagement post, there is a separate question, and we'll get to that in a few minutes, but for the engagement post that you need to respond to. So in that matter, let's go back here and look again at the discussion board and specifically talk about discussion 1. Let me see. Okay, going to discussion 1, which is titled The Selection of the Stakeholders, but it's really talking specifically about discuss the process used at your organization or from academic experience in the selection of project managers, team members, and key stakeholders. And this is really important when you get, and again, referring back to my past practice and what I found from other students, they may address one of these, like the selection of the project managers, and not address team members or key project stakeholders. And it's really important to be able to talk about all three of these as part of your response. There will be points reduced if you do not cover all three of those. So let's go to the second part of it. In your engagement, this is where many students just engage like they've done in other classes where they've responded to other students about what their comments were. This is a separate question, and in responding to your peers, compare and contrast selection processes and critique how the existing processes identified in by your peers may be improved. That is something a little different than probably you've seen before, so I want you to make you aware of it. Make sure you do the comparison of the selection processes with what you've done. You might start out with something like, I have reviewed your discussion post, and I found the following things similar to mine, and also I can add a few things to help improve yours. Something of that nature to be able to respond to your peers. Okay, let's move on now to the assignment 1-2. And I'll come back over to module 1. Let's go down to the assignment on the management skills for project managers. This one is a little different probably than you've done before also. You have to create a graphic organizer that describes the skills listed below in the context of the organizational structure. Are they essential skills for project managers? Authority, autonomy, and conflict management. Here also you will need to have a resource, and we'll have a separate video on how to cite MindEdge. Most everything that you will have in this class, you can pretty well get it out of MindEdge, but there are other places that I'll tell you where you'll need to go get a different resource. But I think you can pretty well cover these out of the MindEdge resource in Module 1. Then here is the rubric also. Let's take a quick look at the rubric. I'm going to blow it up a little bit. And here again, we got the same thing of each one of these areas. But if you'll notice, each one of the areas, authority and autonomy and conflict management in the rubric, is given 25% of the grade. I believe this one is worth, let's see here, I can't remember. I think it's 100 points, but anyway, I'll provide that information where I can look it up, make sure. One thing is that if you do not provide a reference here, there will be points deducted to support that. So you need to make sure you do that, and you make sure that you cite everything in APA 6 as far as the articulation of the response. So that's just a quick overview. There is a separate video that will be available for you for the entire assignment 1-2 that you can follow. I'll give you an example of the graphic organizer and how you may want to approach the project. If anytime you have any questions, please put them on the discussion board under general questions. If it's something specifically private, you can email me personally. But I would like to keep the questions as much as possible to the general questions tab, because that way everybody can see what's going on in that area. So good luck, and if you have any problems, please let me know. Thank you.